This morning on the Y-105 Early Morning Show, we talked to a mom who was upset because their cat scratched their infant.
Well, this just happened last night, and I'm divided with my husband over what to do. I've got 3 kids, a 6-year-old, 8-year-old, and then a little baby who's just 2 weeks old. And my husband was at work last night, and I was with the 2 older kids downstairs, and we heard the infant start to stir a little bit. And my daughter made it up the stairs faster than me, go figure. And she started screaming and bawling and yelling for me to hurry. So I ran up the stairs, and the baby had a huge bloody scratch across his forehead.
What the heck?
Yeah, my immediate reaction was, thank God he's alive.
Right.
And then I was just distraught because I couldn't figure out what was going on. And my daughter said it was the cat.
Oh.
Yeah, when she got up there, the door was ajar, and I guess the cat ran out, and here he has this huge scratch across his forehead. And I mean, I'm sick about it because my husband wasn't home. I let him know what just happened, and he won't even hear discussion from me about it because his immediate response was, we're getting rid of the cat. And we've only had this cat for a year. It's my daughter's cat. She's been great with my kids. I don't know what to think. I've never considered myself a crazy pet person, but I mean, he's absolute, like no arguments. He said the cat goes. And it's hard for me to argue when he told me, do you want to give the cat a second chance to smother our baby?
It's a pretty powerful argument.
I mean, obviously that sent me into tears, and I don't know what to do. I mean, isn't it unfair just to get rid of a cat because of this? And yet my baby means everything to me. I don't know. Like I said, I've never considered myself a crazy pet person, but I think we could do other things. I mean, I feel like I'm going to go buy a video monitor today just so that I can always have eyes on my baby. But I got up this morning and I thought, okay, so my husband won't even talk about it. Like, it's done for him. Mm-hmm. He's calling the animal shelter where we got the cat today. I feel like I need some other opinions, which is why I wanted to just call you guys.
Hey, thanks for calling Y105. What do you want to say?
I think get rid of the cat.
It seems like a no-brainer, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I have a puppy at home, and she's almost here. If she harmed my 2-year-old daughter, I would have no problem getting rid of her.
Right. Hey, thanks for calling Y105. What do you want to add?
Family first, pets second.
I agree absolutely.
It shouldn't be a question. Your kids come first.
So
it's tough, but you get attached to your pets, but
yeah,
the kids have to come first.
All righty, thanks for calling. Hey, thanks for hanging on. What do you think?
Yeah, in regard to that lady with the cat and the new baby.
Yeah.
People forget that both cats and dogs have emotions, and they can act like babies too. Now, this cat, I've seen with some dogs, go through a jealousy stage when a new member comes into the house.
Okay.
And so they need to be patient. If it's the daughter's cat, I mean, how awful would that be for her to get a new sibling and then turn around and get a pet, and get rid of the pet? That's not fair to her. They need to have some patience, and if they're sitting in the family room or whatever, bring the cat with, have the cat with them when they're sitting there with the baby. They'll eventually get used to it.
All right, thanks for calling in. Hey, it's Y105. What'd you want to say?
I think the cat needs to go.
Is there any way to save it, do you think?
It's too risky. Yeah, too risky to keep the cat around. You never know. They can't watch it 100% of the time, and you never know what the cat's going to do.
Have you ever had to deal with that?
No, I haven't. But it wouldn't take me long to decide if I did.
Hey, it's Y105. What would you do with the cat?
Well, number one, a cat that's probably never been exposed to a baby is probably unfamiliar with what that baby is, and just like if you were introducing another cat to the family, or if you were introducing 2 dogs or anything, you need to properly introduce that cat to the baby. And I'm guessing what happened is the cat got curious, jumped up to where the baby was lying, and the baby moved and scared the cat, and it reached out. You know, the idea that a cat is going to smother a baby is just a myth, number one.
Okay.
And number two, you know, you have to try to think where that cat was coming from. You know, they didn't have that cat when the other children were babies, and this cat is a part of their family. And, you know, I think proper introduction is what they need, and I think that the husband's answer is pretty doggone harsh, you know, to sentence this cat to probable death, just because, you know, nobody witnessed what happened. But I'm guessing the baby moved, the cat got scared, it reached out, you know, and any little cut is going to bleed like crazy on somebody's face. And it's really scary, and I would be very upset about it, but I just don't think that's the answer, just to get rid of the cat.